Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another very famous question. Today's question is spiral matrix. Given a matrix of m and n elements, m rows and n columns, written all the elements of the matrix in the spiral order. So it says we are given with a matrix of m into n elements, m rows and n columns, and suppose this is the matrix, then we will gonna return 1 2 3 6 9 8 7 4 and 5. So we will gonna return our answer in the spiral order. So it seems to be little confusing in the starting, but if you will follow the video, I'm pretty confident that you will be clear with the question by the end of the video. First we will solve the question on pen and paper, and after that we will write the code. We are going to the matrix and we need to print it in this order. If I can mark the arrows, in this order, we end at 5. Suppose we are given with this matrix 5 by 5. So how we will gonna print it? First we will gonna print this row, then this remaining column, then this remaining row, then this remaining column, then again this, then this, then this, then this, then this, if I will match them. So we will move in this direction. One thing to notice here is that first we are taking care of outer edges. Once we are done with outer edges, we are moving here, then here. So now we are pretty sure that we can solve this question in this way, that first we will print outer edges, then decrease the outer edges by 1, then by 1, and then keep decrementing until unless we reach to the last element. But how we will gonna print this outer edges? So if we take 4 variables which we usually take in 2D arrays, which are row begin, row end, column begin, and column end. If I take our questions example, then our row begin will be here, row end will be here, column begin will be here, and column end will be here. So what will gonna be the value of row begin? 0. And what will be the value of column begin? 0. What will be the value of row end? Length of matrix, because it's a 2D array. And what will be the column end? Length of matrix 0, means first element of 2D array, which is this whole row, length of this row. or you can say column end will be the length of first row. Now when we have these four variables, what we can do, we will take a for loop and we will print this between column begin and column end and first row. So we will print our first row between column begin and column end. So just follow what I am saying. So we are done with here. Once we are done with printing our first row, we will increase the value of row begin, because we are done with our first row. Now we will print in range, row begin was here and row end was here, column begin, column end. So now our row begin is here. Between row begin and row end, we will print our last column. Once we are done with our printing of last column, we will decrease the value of column end. Then we will print in column begin, column end. In this range, we will print the last row. Then we will print in this range, then we will print this. So what we are doing here while moving? We are saying that while moving, we are keep incrementing the value of begin by 1 and decreasing value of ends by 1. This is the real gist of the problem, that first we are taking care of outer edge. Once we are done with the outer edge, we are moving to the inner edge, and we will keep doing this. So this is the real gist of the problem. Please try to write code by your own, and if you are unable to write the code, so you can follow the video and I will show in a while how to write the code for this particular problem. First let's take care of edge case. If not matrix, then we will gonna simply return empty array. Let's make our variables row begin equal to 0, row end equal to length of matrix, column begin equal to 0 and column end equal to length of matrix 0. So now we are done with our 4 variables. While row end is greater than row begin, or you can say row begin is less than row end, and column is greater than column begin. We have made some mistake here. So now we'll take the for loop for I in range from column begin to column end. So we are taking our range to print these three numbers. And we will also make a empty list here to store our result. So we will append all the numbers from this row to the our resultant array. Now once we are done with our first row, then we will come to our column, this column 369. For I in range row begin plus 1 to row end minus 1. Why we are taking row end minus 1? Because if we will see the value of this matrix is, this is 2 and 2, because length is of 3 and index value start from 0. In the same way we will append the values. Let me make it here j to the column end minus 1. Now we will check that the row end should not be equal to row begin plus 1. So we need to check. Suppose we just have these 6 numbers, then we can simply print this and we are done. But now we also need to check off for this thing. So we are taking care of if row end not equal to row begin plus 1. Now we will take the for loop in column end minus 1 to column begin minus 1. And when we take the for loop from the backward, this is how we iterate. res dot append matrix row end minus 1 and I. So now we will check same thing with the column. If column begin is not equal to column end minus 1, we will take the for loop. Range row end minus 2 to row begin and same minus 1. and again we will append it to matrix J column begin, and at the end we will increase the value of row begin by 1, decrease the value of row end by 1, column begin, and the same with column end. And we will simply return our resulting array. So I think we did everything right. First we printed this, then we printed 6 9, then 8 8 7, then we are comparing that we haven't reached to the last row, so that's why we are writing these lines. That column begin is not next to the column end, and answer seems fine. Yeah, answer is correct, and this is how we will gonna solve this question. If you found any problem, please leave us in the comment section. I will try my level best to help you out, and please don't forget to subscribe